Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a video for you guys that I did a couple weeks back and you guys seem to like it. I did get a lot of dislikes in proportion to how many dislikes I usually get on videos, but I also did get a lot more views than usual on that video, so it seemed like it's something you guys would want to see, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to be doing another video talking about new things coming out and my personal opinion on whether I'm personally going to buy them or if I'm going to skip them, and then just kind of giving in general just feedback on how I feel. Some people, I think, don't like these videos because I could see how they could come off negative in a certain way, but just know that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to be honest about, you know, as much products as I've tried before. I just want to be honest about how I feel about, you know, some new things coming out. And to those people who are interested in my opinion and they trust my opinion on products, to kind of help guide you on what I think you should get or what you should save your money and maybe skip and get something different. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get started. As with the last video, I'm going to be looking at Trend Mood's page because she seems to be the best in terms of consistently posting all the new stuff. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I won't talk about every single thing in order I see on here. Some things I might skip because it's an obvious no or it's just not interesting. I'll just go with something else. Okay, so first thing coming up here is the new Jeffree Star highlighters that he came out with. By the time this video comes up, it'll be like past, like he's coming out with these on Thanksgiving Day, and they're the new like crazy shimmery extreme frost. So I think they're really pretty, but for me it's kind of a skip. They're those typical like kind of teal blue, pink, and then green, like duochrome. And I feel like all of us have those, and we all got them like 2 years ago, and none of us even wear them, and we don't care about them. So it's one of those things that I think a Jeffree stan who really loves his products and maybe buys all his launches is definitely gonna buy, and I think they're really beautiful. But I think for like the everyday person, even the makeup collector, like I have some of his Skin Frost that I don't wear because it's not wearable, but I wanted just to have it. Like I totally get that. But I just think I wish these were different colors. Like if he would have made these in wearable colors, I may have thought about buying them. I probably still wouldn't have bought it, but I would have definitely thought about it more. But I just think these kind of generic duochrome colorful colors are sort of been there, done that. And so that's definitely a reason why I'm going to skip it. I think they look pretty on the skin for sure. They're definitely going to be something that's going to make your texture look crazy if you have texture, I'm sure, because they're more, like he said, like a chunky highlight. Now, he said they didn't, you know, enhance texture, but I saw him swatch on some people, and I saw people swatching who, like, I guess he sent PR, which I didn't know he sent, like, PR to people. And I'm just not convinced that my skin wouldn't look like total crap after wearing something like that. So I'm gonna skip. But if he ever came out with like wearable everyday colors in that formula, I might think about it for sure. Okay, so next is the Colourpop Good as Gold collection. God, Colourpop launches literally every week now. And it's just for me like, it's like you get me hyped on like something, but then you come out with something else. So then if I was thinking about buying the last thing, now I'm sort of over it because you've come out with something else. So then I end up buying nothing pretty much. I just bought their Elsa palette, but I bought that for my daughter Lily. She's way too young to use it, obviously, but I want to put it like really pretty on her shelf because she loves Frozen and she loves Elsa, whatever. So now they're coming out with this Good as Gold palette. This palette is so boring and so like we all have these colors. To me, it's almost like, is Colourpop running out of ideas because they're launching so much stuff? Now, I say that, and as I scroll through here, there's going to be another Colourpop palette that I'm going to tell you I'm going to get, and you should too, and it's all colors we already have, but it's different, and I'll explain why. But this Good as Gold collection, no, I'm going to skip all these. I'm not really excited about these at all. I'm not a huge, like, yellow gold person. I don't love yellow gold and that kind of tone on my eyes. I don't know. I've just never been into it. I prefer like a neutral gold or like a coppery, like, I can't describe it, but like more of a champagne-y kind of vibe, less the yellow gold. So this is just too yellow for me. So I'm definitely going to skip that. Colourpop came out with special bundles for Cyber Monday, Black Friday, like that whole thing. And they came out, they had the, let me see here. the big box of lippy pencils. Ugh, and it was only like $59 or something like that. It's already sold out, which I'm so upset about because I wanted to get that because I love their lippy pencils. I just have a couple and they're so nice, and I've wanted to buy that set for such a long time because it has like all, obviously, the colors, and I love the formula so much. So I really wanted to get that, but it's sold out. So if that comes back over this weekend with the same price, I might get it. But eventually I think I'm gonna buy that just to buy it. But none of the other holiday like sets, I'm not going to. I feel like Colourpop is one of those brands that I really like their stuff for the most part, but they're also the brand that I buy kind of quite a few things from them and don't really ever feel like I use them after I get them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of brands, I'll buy stuff from them and I use it really religiously. Like Juvia's Place is a big one for me. Or like Morphe or my Peaches stuff. Those are things that like you see me using a lot. I will buy Colourpop stuff and I always forget about it. And I think it is because they do too many launches. And so their products are very forgettable because there's just so much coming out from them, you know? More Colourpop launches. I'm not going to talk about any more of these Colourpop launches because there's just so many as I keep scrolling. And so it's going to get boring. So I'm just going to talk about the only one I actually care about, which is coming up here. All right, next is this Kylie Skin. She's coming out with like minis. I'm thinking I might, okay? I might actually finally try her skincare. I'm a little sketched because I feel like my skin is getting into a really good place. It's still not perfect, but it's getting better with the stuff I've been using. So I'm a little nervous, but I've been really intrigued to try her stuff. Ulta has it now, so I've like touched it and felt it and like smelled it, you know, in Ulta. And I'm kind of intrigued. So I might get some of these Kylie Minis if they come to Ulta because I'm just really curious to try her skincare, and I would feel more comfortable trying like a mini set before I, you know, bought all the big size ones, you know. Okay, here, we're finally at the Colourpop launch. I'm actually gonna talk about, and I 100% want this, and you all need this. This is the Bare Necessities palette. Okay, none of us need this, okay? But I love this. This palette is my favorite thing I've seen Colourpop do in a while. So you have, it's like this most perfect array from light to dark. You get a matte light color, you get a matte black, you have a bunch of mattes, a bunch of shimmers, you get like warm tone browns, you get cool gray tone browns, you get like mauvey browns, you get orangey browns. It's like all in here. So this to me, as someone who does weddings and stuff, this is the ultimate palette that I want to have in my kit because looking at this, I just feel like I can do anything. I could do any look, obviously not a green look, but any kind of, you know, neutral colored look you could totally do with this palette. And looking at the swatches, the shimmers seem like really nice. I love Colourpop's pressed shadow formulas. Like they're so good. Their pressed shadows are great. And then I did just see that this is gonna be part of the Black Friday sale. It's gonna be like 33% off or something like that. So as long as it doesn't sell out, before I can get it, I'm definitely gonna be getting that because I think it is totally a good palette. It looks like amazing, and I'm very excited about that palette. All right, so next is this Frozen collection, but it's with Shiseido. Girl, what were they thinking with this, okay? Colourpop just came out with a Frozen collection, and everything was so inexpensive and reasonable. Shiseido's coming out with like literally a full ass line of products for Frozen 2, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, who are they selling this to? Shiseido is, you know, a high-end brand, so all this stuff is gonna be very expensive. I guess it says right now it's just available in Japan. So maybe Japanese women are super into Frozen. I don't know, but at least here, like in the US, I'm thinking to myself, the people who are into Frozen are not gonna spend Shiseido prices. Like, you're talking about kids like Frozen. Yes, some adults like Frozen too, of course, but I don't see an adult paying, you know, who knows how much, probably $30, $40 for one product with the Frozen packaging when they could get the entire like Frozen collection from Colourpop for the same price. And the Frozen stuff from the Colourpop collection looks a lot better and looks like it's like way more on theme with the movie. So when I saw this, I was just like, I just don't get it for sure. I do not get it. I see that the Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Shane Dawson collab thing, they're coming out with the palette again, the mini palette, but with a green in the middle, which I guess, and they're calling it Put It Back because I guess, you guys know, in my last video I mentioned when I was talking about these launches and stuff, I didn't really watch the series except for like part of the first episode, and then after that I was like, man, I don't know. And so I didn't really watch it, but I guess this is a color people really wanted and they originally took it out and now they're putting it back in. It still doesn't make this palette cohesive. It makes it probably less cohesive than it was before. And it's like a shimmery, grassy green. So I just don't like, who cares? I don't care. This is, again, like I mentioned when I talked last time about these Jeffree collab in particular. That's for someone who's really a fan of Jeffree, really a fan of Shane, will buy anything that they put out because they love them so much. And that's not me, so I'm not jazzed on it still. I talked in my last one too about the KKW and Mario collection. They finally have actual pictures of it now. Last time it was just a black and white. And I said in that last video, I'd have to see it first before I had like made a hard yes or no on that. And it's definitely gonna be a no, but I'm very intrigued by the lip set, like the lip liner, the lipstick, and the lip gloss. Maybe. That could be a maybe. Like, I'd have to see that. Hopefully they bring this out in Ulta. They probably won't, though, is the problem. But if they did bring it out in Ulta, I would definitely swatch it and maybe, because I actually really enjoy those tones of the lip kit. I don't even think it's a kit. Is it a kit? No. It's just like the lip products. Yeah. The blush is just like a peachy blush. It's cute, but like I don't need that. And then the eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette. I mean, this is what I imagined. I knew it was going to be a neutral palette with colors that everyone has. And there's nothing like drawing me in, you know, with that Colourpop palette. It's so, you have so many of such good neutrals, it looks like. So it's like, yeah, it's neutral, but like, look at all you get. And it's all together and it's a good price. Like, that's what makes me want to get it. This is sort of like, this is a neutral palette with colors I already have. And there's nothing else drawing me into it. You get the random charcoal kind of gray shimmer in there. But then you just have, if you take that out, you literally have a warm, let me do this because people do this. Okay. So if you take out that one color, I'm not giving you the finger. You just literally have like a warm, boring neutral palette that we all have. And I've swatched her product like in store in Ulta. It seems really nice actually. Like, it feels super nice and the quality is there. But I just wish she would push it a little more. You know, like the first palette she did with him, it was like a plain neutral palette and had a pop of blue. And I guess I get it because that's like their aesthetic and that's Mario's aesthetic, and that's sort of like, this is about like what they do together. So I get it, but it's still not going to make me buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I understand why, it's still a pass for me. You know, I watched his video he posted the other day at the Influencer Awards, and I love his whole like message he was talking about. And so I'm still like very happy for him, obviously, with all this success and doing these collections with Kim and all of this. But I'm just, you know, it's just not for me who already has a lot of stuff. And yeah, so I'm personally gonna skip it. Okay, so next is this Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife like set. And it has like Trophy Wife plus like a loose version of Trophy Wife. And then it's got a Gloss Bomb Trophy Wife, a lipstick that's a metallic like Trophy Wife. Obviously, how many times am I gonna say Trophy Wife? And then a liquid liner, I think, that's in the same kind of color. It's cute, but this is gonna be a skip for me. I bought Trophy Wife when it first came out, like when Fenty really first launched and they finally, I like got my hands on it at Sephora because it kept selling out and selling out. And girl, I have used that probably once, maybe twice. It is not for my skin tone. As pretty as it is, it's definitely meant for someone probably medium to deep skin tone, because on my lighter skin tone, it doesn't look cute. And so I think this collection would probably look so fabulous on like a medium to deep skin tone person. But for me, I already know that you know, the regular original tofu white doesn't look good on me. So this is something I'd skip. If they came out with like this in maybe a different color, you know what I'm saying? Like if they came out with a couple of these sets and maybe some different waves of like, you know, everyone loves Hustla Baby highlight from her. If they did the same thing in like Hustla Baby and it was like all that color, you know, that would be obviously be better for my skin tone and I would totally get it. But this just, I know it's not going to work for me. So that will be a skip. Have I said I'm going to buy anything yet? Just the Colourpop palette and that Kylie thing. Oh my God. All right, guys. So that is it. So obviously of all of that, definitely the Colourpop palette. I'm interested in trying Kylie Skin, and this I think would be a perfect time. If you were also interested in trying Kylie Skin, be a good time to maybe try her little mini set, to not just fully invest in everything full size. But otherwise, my bank account is looking pretty safe because it doesn't look like I'm going to get much else. I know I'm definitely going to get that freaking Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette when it restocks next week. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I made a story that I completely forgot about the launch. So it was like 40 minutes after everything launched and I was like, oh shit, I forgot. And go on the website, they're sold out of like everything I wanted. So I had to get a different color in the Mood Light palette powder that I wasn't intending on getting, but I just got a different color. I think it'll still be fine though. And then the loose highlight, the bright highlight, I wanted Balm, I got it, but they didn't have it singly. They only had it in the bundle with a brush. So I had to freaking buy the bundle with a brush, even though I didn't want the brush. And then I wanted the Flare palette and they were sold out of it. So I, you know, just didn't get it. So next week, when they relaunch everything, I already have my alarm set. I'm gonna be on the website as soon as it comes up and get my damn Flare palette because that's all I really wanted from the whole collection. But yeah, that's kind of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, leave me comments below. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of video. I will keep doing them if it seems like you guys like it. If you're not really loving this type of video, also let me know that. And then I can decide if I just want to skip doing these kinds of videos. But yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.